The 80-20 Principle, written by Richard Koch. Meet Jake. He's lazy. He procrastinates. He spends his days binge-watching TV, scrolling endlessly on social media, and doing just enough to get by. Success? It seems like a distant dream. But one day Jake stumbles upon a book, The 80-20 Principle, by Richard Koch. At first he's skeptical. How can a simple rule make such a big difference? He wonders. But something about it intrigues him, so he decides to give it a shot. As he flips through the pages, Jake realizes that success isn't about working harder. It is about working smarter. And with this principle, he is about to turn his life around. Chapter 1. Understanding the 80-20 Rule. Jake learns that the counter 80-20 principle, also known as the Pareto principle, is a simple yet powerful concept. 80% of results come from just 20% of efforts. This rule applies to nearly everything. In business, 20% of customers generate 80% of the revenue. In productivity, 20% of tasks contribute to 80% of achievements. In relationships, 20% of people bring 80% of joy. The key takeaway? Not all efforts are equal. Some actions bring massive results, while others waste time. For Jake, this is an eye-opener. He realizes that most of his time is spent on things that don't matter. If he can identify the high-impact 20% in his life, he can achieve more with less effort. Chapter 2. Applying the 80-20 Rule to productivity. Jake starts by analyzing his daily routine. He discovers that only a small fraction of his time is spent on meaningful work. Most of it is wasted on distractions. To change this, he follows 3 key steps. Identify the high-impact activities. What tasks bring the biggest results? Prioritize them. 2. Eliminate or delegate the low-value tasks. Avoid busy work and distractions. 3. Use the 80-20 rule to manage time. Focus on the most productive hours of the day. Instead of studying for hours without focus, Jake now spends just 2 hours per day on high-impact learning. The result? His grades improve, and he feels more accomplished with less effort. Chapter 3. The 80-20 Rule in Business and Wealth. Intrigued by his productivity gains, Jake applies the principle to his side hustle. He realizes that only a few clients bring in most of his income. So he starts focusing on them instead of chasing low-paying gigs. Here's what he does. Prioritizes the top 20% of customers. He provides better service to his best clients. Cuts down on unnecessary tasks. Instead of wasting time on marketing that doesn't work, he focuses on what drives real results. Increases efficiency. He automates repetitive tasks, saving hours every week. Soon, Jake's side hustle grows into a profitable business. By focusing on the high-impact 20%, he achieves financial success faster than he ever imagined. Sonun. Chapter 4. The 80-20 Rule in Relationships and Happiness. Success isn't just about money. It's also about fulfillment. Jake applies the 80-20 rule to his relationships and well-being. He invests in meaningful relationships. Instead of wasting time with negative people, he spends more time with friends who uplift and inspire him. He focuses on activities that bring joy. Rather than doing things out of obligation, he prioritizes hobbies that truly make him happy. He simplifies his life. He removes unnecessary commitments and distractions, giving him more time for what truly matters. As a result, Jake feels happier, healthier, and more in control of his life. Chapter 5. Overcoming Common Misconceptions. Jake realizes that many people misunderstand the 80-20 rule. Here are some myths he debunks. 1. Myth. The 80-20 rule means doing less work. No, It means focusing on what matters most and eliminating what doesn't. 2. Myth. The 80-20 rule is a one-time fix. Wrong. The key 20% changes over time, so he regularly reevaluates. 3. Myth. The 80-20 rule is only for business. Not true. It applies to health, learning, relationships, and personal growth. 2. By understanding these misconceptions, Jake ensures he applies the principle effectively in every area of his life. Chapter 6. How you can apply the 80-20 rule. Now, Jake wants to share his success with others. Here's how you can apply the 80-20 rule to change your life. 1. Analyze your activities. Identify what tasks bring the most results. 2. Eliminate or delegate low-value work. Free up time by removing distractions. 3. Prioritize the most important tasks. Focus on what truly moves the needle. Reassess regularly. Your 20% will change over time, so keep optimizing. Jake's story proves that even the laziest person can achieve massive success. All it takes is smart focus and the 80-20 mindset. Chapter 7. The 80-20 Rule and Long-Term Success. With his newfound productivity and success, Jake doesn't stop. He takes his business and personal life to the next level by constantly refining his focus. Scaling his business. By continuing to optimize, he learns that doubling down on his top clients brings exponential revenue growth. Financial independence. Instead of spending money on unnecessary things, he invests in high-return opportunities, achieving financial freedom faster. Building lasting relationships. By focusing on deep, meaningful connections, he creates a strong support system for both personal and professional growth. The 80-20 principle is now a lifelong strategy for Jake. He no longer works harder, he works smarter and continues to achieve more. From lazy to successful. Jake started as an unmotivated, lazy boy with no direction, but by embracing the 80-20 principle, he transformed his life. He became more productive with less effort. He grew his income by focusing on high-impact work. Wow. He built stronger relationships and found true happiness. He secured long-term success by continually optimizing his efforts. And the best part? You can do the same. So ask yourself, what was your 20%? What small changes can you make today that will lead to massive success? Start now and unlock your full potential. For more videos like this, subscribe my channel and you can purchase this book. Link is in my description.